We got real news for you. Politics and culture and entertainment too, from a Marxist point of view. So open up your holes and lube up for the news.
Yeah, gayer. Rick duck 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 doo. Bigga digga dick 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 da now. Welcome to Soy Trek, everybody. I'm Comrade Brit.
And I'm Patrick.
And this is Soy Trek. Mm-hmm. The real news.
The real news.
We're doing some real news. Mm-hmm. Let's start out with this over here. So, according to this article from CNN by Jordan Valinsky, Rite Aid's reckless use of facial recognition got it banned from using the technology in stores for 5 years.
Wait, what?
Rite Aid's reckless use of facial recognition got it banned from using the technology in their stores for 5 years.
I didn't even know Rite Aid was doing that.
No one knows any of these places are doing that. So, Rite Aid has agreed to a 5-year ban from using facial recognition technology after the Federal Trade Commission found that the chain falsely accused customers of crimes and unfairly targeted people of color.
Wow, what a surprise.
Mm-hmm. The FTC and Rite Aid reached a settlement Tuesday after a complaint accused the chain of using artificial intelligence-based software in hundreds of stores to identify people Rite Aid, quote, deemed likely to engage in shoplifting or other criminal behavior, unquote, and kick them out of the stores or prevent them from coming inside in the first place.
Yeah, you know what? This honestly sounds like, because, like, this technology is not at that level where we, it's like, it's not like some Minority Report type thing, some sort of like.
They're making a report on minorities.
Yeah, they are.
They certainly are doing that.
But it's just like, it's not like we have that, like the technology is like, I mean, they're saying like, certain amount of paint on your face can disrupt these things. It's not an exact science.
Which is why everyone should do Juggalo face all the time.
Exactly.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop. But like, but obviously like, what they were doing is they used the AI as a justification for their already preset prejudices.
An agenda. And
agenda.
That's the thing
like
most
they
people
can
don't
say,
realize.
well, the AI said you look like a criminal.
Right.
It's just like, it didn't.
It's just like it's like lie detector tests of yore. Like,
yeah.
They will come up with any technology in order to excuse their already predestined agenda.
Yes.
Right now
it's out of my hands. The AI thing told me that you are going to steal from my store. Sorry.
Yeah. If it's not data skewing, it's bullshit like this.
Yeah.
it's so fucked up. So, the imperfect technology led employees to act on false positive alerts, which wrongly identified customers as criminals. In some cases, the FTC accused Rite Aid of employees of publicly accusing people of criminal activity in front of their friends, family, and strangers. Some people were wrongly detained and subjected to searches, the FTC said. And this actually happened to me. I wasn't detained, but I was accused of stealing from a Michaels a month or two ago.
Really?
I was getting some shirts for Soy Trek because I use a lot of fucking blanks, and I misordered like.
Oh, was it that one that's in that near that park or whatever? Near that park? I think I walked to that one time when I was like staying here.
No, it's not that one. No, it's the one that has a bigger selection of shirts. It's up near Bellevue.
Okay,
yeah, Bellevue.
Yeah, that's not the one
Crossroads.
I went to. I was like, oh, you know what? I'll walk there, and I walked there, and it was like so long.
No, but I went in and like I bought a bunch of shirts, and like one of them was a long sleeve, and I meant to get all short sleeves. So I just scanned the short sleeve one twice, right? And so I paid for one more short sleeve.
Yeah.
And I went, and after I paid and everything, I took the receipt in one hand and the shirts in the other hand. And I went, and I took back the long sleeve shirt, put it back, and grabbed a short sleeve one. Receipt still in one hand in front of me, just so, because I've worked in stores before.
Yeah.
I know I'm big and spooky.
And you know how that looks, like you're going and taking something off the shelf and putting it.
Right. But I didn't put it into a bag or anything. I just held these things.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and so I'm not concealing them or anything like that. And so, and then I go and walk out of the store with the receipt in front of me. I'm holding it literally in front of my person. And I notice someone like kind of walking behind me as I'm walking out of the store. And I just hear, oh, really? Okay, well, bye now. And I turn around, and there's this person who's like staring directly at me, and I just take one of my headphones out, and I go, do you, and I clearly have the receipt in front of me here, and I'm like, and I just like, I hold it out, and I'm like, do you think I stole something? And then they look over at like their coworker, and they're like, did he? And their coworker's like, oh yeah, he paid. And they're like, and they're just like stumbling over their words, and I'm just like, great, you have a day, and I just like turn around and walk out, and it pissed me off.
Oh yeah.
I was pissed that whole day.
Yeah, don't you give me any guff.
Yeah, I fucking spend so much money at fucking Michael's. It's a shitty fucking store with shitty fucking service.
Yeah.
And I go there because they have a fucking corner on t-shirt blanks in my market.
Yeah.
And I'm fucking forced to go there, and I don't want to deal with anyone while I'm there, which is why I use the goddamn self-checkout.
Yeah.
And then this person comes and fucking accuses me of stealing with some fucking sass to it? Fuck you.
Sass.
Fuck you.
Put some sass on it.
Nah, pretty not okay with that.
No.
Anyway, Rite Aid said in a statement it was pleased to reach an agreement with the FTC, but added that we fundamentally disagree with the facial recognition allegations in the agency's complaint. The tech was a pilot program and was only used in a limited number of stores. The test stopped more than 3 years ago before the FTC's investigation began.
So they were just doing like racial profiling on their own.
So they were doing racial profiling, realized the technology didn't work, abandoned the technology, and then agreed not to use the technology that they're not using.
But and then we're still racial profiling apparently.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. They're like, no, we don't need this technology to racially profile.
Yeah. We just racially profile people.
Yeah.
Right.
And,
But yeah,
like, then we can blame it on our employees and fire them.
Yeah.
Because they're expendable.
They still have like that excuse, like, oh, is the employee doing it, or but they can't like take it out of their hands and make it seem like it's a completely objective decision by some like perfect robot that has no preset prejudices or something like that, which does not exist. Yeah.
So the FTC's filing, which contains customer complaints spanning from 2012 to 2020, said that some customers were erroneously accused by employees of wrongdoing because Rite Aid's technology falsely flagged the consumers as matching someone who had previously been identified as a shoplifter or other troublemaker. The facial recognition software was mostly deployed in neighborhoods with large Black, Latino, and Asian communities, the FTC said. Giant surprises all around. Just the biggest surprises here.
Yeah.
Quote, Rite Aid's reckless use of facial surveillance systems left its customers facing humiliation and other harms, and its order violations put customers' sensitive information at risk. The proposed order means that Rite Aid will have to implement comprehensive safeguards to prevent harm of its customers while deploying the AI-based technology to its locations. The order also prevents Rite Aid from using the tech if it cannot control potential risks to customers. Who's going to be overseeing that, really? Anybody?
Yeah.
Come on. Yeah. But Rite Aid has already engaged in bankruptcy proceedings. The FTC said its orders would go into effect after approval from other courts.
Oh, Rite Aid's gone bankrupt?
Yeah. So who knows? It's probably not going to be around in 5 years anyway.
Yeah, anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So.
R.I.P. Rite Aid.
Yep. R.I.P. Aid.
R.I.P. Aid.
So that's not surprising in any way.
No, I mean, that's they're just doing what every single store does. It's just like, and yeah, I mean, of course, like, with this, like, need to really find a use for AI and all that bullshit, this is going to be like more prevalent, but that could be a reason why maybe more places aren't using it right now, because it's like,
because it doesn't work.
It doesn't work. Like it's like a sci-fi concept that doesn't work the way
like self-driving cars.
Yeah, like
it's
self-driving
a self-driving
cars.
car.
It's it's not like, I think people are convinced that it is a viable technology, considering like every Hollywood movie is just like beep, boop, 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 has like the close up of the person's face. That's a Russian terrorist. Blah blah blah.
And it's a thing that people still like. People are so hesitant. They've been so fucking brainwashed by tech idiots and tech billionaires who are like, oh, technology is the new future. the human brain is still more powerful than any processor that they make.
Yeah, Dune is a documentary.
Like, but it processes things that aren't just like pure calculations.
Yeah.
We can't do like all the calculations computers can, but we can make calculations like glancing at someone and recognizing them, or recognizing them from their voice, from a single word or a shout,
or smell.
Yeah, exactly. And these are things computers can't do without like a very comprehensive library of other information to base it off of. Whereas, we can do it the first time meeting someone. We can recognize them, 20 years later sometimes.
Yeah.
So I don't know. The human brain's super fucking powerful, and we probably need to rely on that before we sink all of our hopes into fucking technology.
Yeah, I mean, I think that is like sort of like, the field of what people can really make money off of is like narrowing. And so like there's like this like need to really like get at the forefront of some new technology
of being able to scale a certain industry, because that's what everything is now, is trying to build an app that is scalable, that takes place of one entire problem. And then competitors come in. But the idea is like Netflix. Like you want to find one specific problem, address that problem, fix the problem, and then sell off your company before other competitors flood the market. Yeah. With your problem fix.
Yeah, with your problem fix. And
right.
But yeah, I mean, I feel like Elon Musk is selling us some fake thing every fucking week. Like,
oh, absolutely.
Like, yeah, I mean, he's really doubling down on the Cybertruck can act as a boat.
Oh, and also like doubling down on like it's like bulletproof and stuff. And he's got like his fucking programmed robot shooting at the truck and like getting out unharmed and shit. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Like, is this a technology people need? Is this something people are like encountering all the time as people are shooting at their Teslas?
I mean, I think people are convinced because
I think here's my estimate. People who drive Teslas are statistically much less likely to get shot at than owners of any other brand of car. Any other brand of car.
Yeah, if you're getting shot at in a Tesla, it's like because you are a certain person, but also like that Tesla's not going to save you.
No.
Than anything else.
No, if someone wants to kill you, they're going to kill you, and they're not going to shoot you in your fucking car.
Yeah.
They're going to shoot you point blank in the back of the head.
I mean, that's following the whole narrative of just like, cities are a war zone, and that's, this constant like falsehood pushed by like right-wing media and just media in general, just like that everywhere you go is unsafe,
right?
And that you're going to, you're going to drive through the streets of Chicago, you better go ready, because like they have this idea that everything's this fucking shootout movie, and you're of course, I'm going to be driving the Cybertruck, the thing that looks like it's actually from an 80s futuristic action movie, and of course like it needs to be bulletproof as I drive through Chicago. So it's like this whole fantasy that they have that it will come into handy, but but honestly, like these, like also like he came up with selling like a add-on to make it more waterproof or more buoyant to be put in, like to be. It's like this is false. This is not.
It's also an amphibious car is something that they've had since like World War I.
Yeah, and there's certain things that have to be. That be graded for being like a boat. Like so like the guy who failed at making a rocket and a car is going to also have you sell you a boat. And it's just like this bullshit nonsense. Like every week with him, it's it's like Mars has kind of disappeared from his vocabulary for the time being because it's a dumb fucking idea. It's a dumb fucking idea, and he's waiting for enough people to forget about it to bring it back. Because like how he brought up the service robots, people thought it was bullshit. He let it marinate for a while, brought it back again. And now it's just like now bringing back the idea that the Cybertruck is a boat. It's all just like false technology. That's like it's from sci-fi. We both love sci-fi. But I think we're also more like realists, where we know what's actually Actually,
Well, yeah, I know, like, basically none except the most dystopian sci-fi is ever going to come true.
Yeah. I mean, we're going to be building the Torment Nexus before we build anything
Oh,
else.
100%. We will get, like, one Isaac Asimov invention, and the rest are going to be, like, Heinlein shit
Yeah.
and, like, William Gibson bullshit that's just fucking, like, cyber dystopia.
Yeah, we're going to the cyber dystopia.
By the way, I
more
fucking
than
love
anything else.
William Gibson.
Yeah, he
I
rocks.
didn't mean to call his shit bullshit, because his shit fucking rocks.
His shit fucking rocks.
His shit fucking rocks.
Yeah,
dude.
but we're not going to like, we're getting the worst, and it's also like we're not technologically there. We're just like at the mercy of speculation by people who are just trying to make a buck.
Oh, 100%. It's all hucksterism. It's all when you think about it as like a element of business and venture capital culture.
Yeah.
Rather than like world-saving technologies and stuff.
Yeah,
it starts to illuminate everything that's happening.
Like the idea that Elon Musk wants to actually improve the world. These tech bros want a better tomorrow. They do not want a better tomorrow. They want a
better tomorrow for themselves.
They want a tomorrow where they can grift.
Right. And I don't know. Have you heard about these rumors of a baby farm? Elon Musk's baby farm in Texas?
I have not.
So there are rumors that Elon Musk is like basically like sourcing like Instagram models and stuff and taking them to a baby farm in Texas somewhere, so he can like basically create a billion little Elon Musks.
This guy's mentally ill. He's like needs to be stopped.
Right.
I feel if there's anyone that needs to, like, if anyone is more undeserving than as much money as he has, it's him. Like it's like just straight up unrestrained psycho behavior. Just, I mean, if those rumors are true, I would, like, they're believable. Like, I have no doubt he's made statements in the past about, he really buys into
he's a quiverful type guy.
Yeah, and the idea that his genetic material is somehow superior to everyone else on Earth because he was just the best grifter. It's not that he was the best grifter
and his dad owned a apartheid emerald mine.
Yeah, it's like he was you can't pass. I mean, I guess you can technically, but you're passing on being born rich to your children.
Yep.
And so those children will also have the idea that they are somehow like superior or more gifted than all of the other people who weren't as lucky to be born from a Instagram model baby farm.
Right.
And honestly, I mean, he's really also doing himself a disservice having more kids because, I mean, it's pretty obvious, like, Twitter is crashing and burning. Like, there's the ads have gone insane. Like, he's not like he's.
I mean, that's one of his companies. I mean, that's only one of his companies. He's still the richest man in the world. Like,
he still has like government contracts for rockets, and
he still has like
the EV credits,
two
which are the
incredibly successful companies. One company that might be successful. We don't really know about Starlink yet. There's a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
They apparently have like poorly arrayed a lot of the satellites, and how many they plan to put up is not a great idea. So I guess we'll see.
I saw that Starlink. That really freaked me out one time.
Yeah,
but God, it's sad that he has been elevated to a position where he's able to just be the worst human being in the world. And
and everyone with like a fucking the word AI in their Twitter profile just like sucks his dick or offers to
ETH.
Right.
Ether and
yeah, ETH Ethan.
Yeah, it's like everyone needs to die. They need to all die.
Yeah, I mean, and it's weird how, like, I don't know, like a lot of these people will like complain about like, the woke left transhumanism, when like they are practicing a transhumanism of their own in their like praise of technology over the human.
Yeah, it's like, what do they think like supposed Neuralink is besides other than like a transhumanism type advancement? It's like that's the first step. I would not trust him to put anything in my brain personally.
No, that's the thing. It's like I would be terrified, and I would not be like in the first wave of people to get this at all.
Absolutely not.
You want to, it's like the fucking, like, you look at the iPod and then you look at the iPhone 15.
Yeah.
And you realize there's 20 years difference there. And you realize, hey, maybe I should probably wait 20 years after they start doing brain implants to even consider one.
Oh yeah, we'll be elderly. We'll be on the brink of death before it's like, even considered possibly safe.
And even then, like, probably the first ones are going to look like Lawnmower Man graphics.
Yeah, I think most of the people will just end up with permanent brain damage of some kind.
Well, they already have it.
Yeah, they already have it.
If you are already considering Neuralink, you have some sort of malfunction up there.
Yeah, and also like the application of it seems very limited to
just killing monkeys at this point.
Yeah,
just murdering
like
monkeys.
what you're signing up to have something put in your brain, and that's probably not even applicable to your daily life.
Right.
And it's just what are we doing here? And yeah, I do feel like, as we said with like, the like how it's advancing too fast beyond our capabilities, just to have that sort of like make money off of it. And this is, you could look to Elon as like the forefront of all that, like a brain implant that's going to have you move things with your mind. Like technology's not there. The technology's not there. Like give it a rest. Like, but you got to make that money off of something that doesn't exist yet. Just like the robots,
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure by the end of my life, they might have the technology for me to like change the color of my lights with my brain. But you know what? I can do that with my voice right now.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's a big leap forward at all.
Yeah, you're going to go through a costly surgery that could potentially like give you brain damage,
kill you.
Yeah, possibly
kill you. Like it did to all the monkeys.
Yeah, kill you.
All the fucking monkeys.
Yeah, reading the things of how the monkeys were eating their own hands.
Cool.
Like trying to, I guess, like rip the thing out of their mind. Like I would like that seems like a fate worse than death. Honestly,
it really
like
does.
I would hope to die on the slab rather than wake up and do that.
This sounds like something like Dick Cheney wishes to like all Muslim people.
Yeah, it's like it's torture and for what? And yeah, like you're going to go through all of that, like risk being crippled, brain damaged, or dead to dim your lights with your mind.
Hey, but at least you get a better parking spot at the grocery store.
That's true.
Yeah.
You can.
You get to drive a cool van around, or someone else gets to drive it for you.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
You get a little electric wheelchair or something.
Yeah. Yeah, you got people feeding you.
Right, you get someone else to wipe your ass.
Yeah. Oh, hells yeah. Sign me up.
That's my fetish, baby.
Yeah, hopefully I'm just hoping like, maybe the technology will be there where I can put my transfer my consciousness into a really cool robot body. But we'll see. I'd like that.
It's going to be a battle bot, That's the only robots we're going to have in the future.
Yeah, I'm going to be like, sign me up to be a robot, and then like I'm on the slab and my eyes close and I wake up and I'm on an assembly line flipping burgers. I'm like, no,
not again.
Not again. I'm a robot. I'm a burger flipping robot. No.
They just make you a welding robot.
Yeah,
like, no!
God. Oh, I hate the welding robot at my job. The welding robot at my job is just a robotic arm, basically, with a weld torch at the end.
You ever have a jerk you off?
No, it's very sharp. It's very sharp and hot.
Yeah. Tell me more.
Tell me more.
Keep going.
And I'm almost finished.
God, if I wake up and I'm the welding robot, I'll just like. It'll be like the RoboCop 2, where they just have all the failed RoboCops, and the one just rips his own head off.
Yeah, you'll just weld all your circuits together and just shut off permanently.
Yeah, I'll find my CPU and just start going, and just like, damn it, we lost another one.
What does it say on the readout? Goodbye, no more? I don't even know what that means. Is there a code in the book for that?
Yeah.
All right, let's move on here. This is from a article in The Guardian. Headline, risk of penile fractures rises at Christmas, doctors find. It may be the season. So this one is from Linda Geddes, the science correspondent from The Guardian. So starts, It may be the season of loving and giving, but doctors have warned against embracing this spirit too enthusiastically, at least where sexual relations are concerned. They have discovered that the Christmas period is associated with a significantly increased risk of penile fractures, a medical emergency in which the erection-producing regions of the penis snap, usually as a result of forceful bending during over-enthusiastic intercourse.
Hells yeah.
Quote, this injury tends to occur during a wild sex, particularly in positions where you're not in direct eye contact with your partner, such as reverse cowgirl, said Dr. Nicholas Pyrgides, the most Greek person of all time, and a urologist at the Ludwig Maximilian University
and let's
of
just
Munich.
say Greeks know reverse cowgirl.
Oh, and they know breaking their penis in half.
Yeah.
If any my, there's like my big fat Greek wedding. There's also my big fat broken in half Greek hog.
Yeah.
The sequel.
I broke my big fat Greek hog on a big fat Greek ass.
Continues, the fractures are often heralded by an audible crack followed by severe pain, rapid loss of erection, and severe swelling and bruising. Quote, when patients present to their doctor, their penis often looks like an eggplant.
Oh, eggplant emoji.
Pyrgides says. And what do the Greek love?
Eggplants.
Boom.
Yeah. Yeah. Did they invent baba ganoush? Or no, that's probably Middle Eastern. Yeah,
I think that's
Middle Eastern.
Turkish or something.
Yeah,
maybe.
it's Middle Eastern. Yeah. They influence each other probably.
Yeah. So suspecting that the intimacy...
I love baba ganoush.
Baba ganoush is fucking great, man.
Yeah.
So suspecting that the intimacy and euphoria of the festive season might be a risk factor for this type of injury, Pyrgides and his colleagues examined hospital data for 3,421 men who sustained penile fractures in Germany between 2005 and 2021. So that's an average of how many per year? We got 16 years per there, 34,000. So that's average of about 2,100 a year, roughly 2,550 a year.
And they all happen on Christmas.
I'm sorry, not 2,000. I got that totally wrong. 200. 200-ish a year.
So 200 people are cracking their dicks on Christmas.
No, just throughout the year. But the study, the first to explore seasonal patterns for this type of injury, found that such injuries were indeed more common over Christmas. In fact, quote, if every day was like Christmas, 43% more penis fractures would have occurred in Germany from 2005 and onward. So Christmas has 43% greater chance of penile injury.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Quote, it would be interesting to see the data from other countries, but in Germany, Christmas week is widely celebrated, while New Year's tends to be a bit quieter. And New Year's is not associated with an increased incidence of penis injuries.
That's interesting because, I always associated New Year's with being the hornier holiday.
I think it is. I mean, I had I had my first threesome on a New Year's. And then I came in super hungover the next day to work. I think you were there.
Probably.
And I threw up in the trash can and told Farron I was going home. And I went home and had 2 more threesomes.
With completely different people.
No, same people. They were
same
still
people.
there.
Okay.
They stayed the night. Yeah. That was great. It was, I still think about that.
Yeah.
Good times.
Good New Year's.
Also that night, I saw there was in the middle of the street, there was an office chair, and on that office chair was a clipboard, and clipped to the clipboard was just a single slice of pizza, completely untouched.
Oh, hell's yeah. Did you eat it?
No.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
I just took a picture and enjoyed myself.
That's art. That's art.
Yeah. You ever broke your penis in half, dog?
No, I have not.
No. You ever had any kind of penile injury or anything?
No, not really.
Never asked for anything like that?
No.
No.
Yeah, injured on purpose.
Yeah. Cock and ball torture, some CBT, some cognitive behavioral therapy.
No, I don't. I have been kicked really hard in the dick before.
Yeah, and did you ask for it?
No, I did not.
Oh. Were you asking for it, existentially?
No. I was, just roughhousing as kids, with my friends, and then they kicked me in the crotch, and I'm like, it got me right in the dick. The tip of the shoe.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Tip of the shoe, tip of the dick.
Yeah.
Tip to tip.
Tip to tip.
Tip to tip, baby.
Yeah. What do you think's going to win that fight?
You technically frauded with his foot. I think you have a foot fetish now.
Now.
Now, forever, always.
Yeah, no, but nothing too serious, I think. Yeah, I mean, it was funny, like, when I got my vasectomy, everyone at my job was asking me if I was going to pee blood now. And it made me think that they thought, like, that vasectomies take place on your dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, but no, they don't.
You should have been like, wait, you don't pee blood?
Yeah.
I was doing that before.
I was doing that before, what?
Now it's just a different kind of blood.
And every time I pee blood, I hear demons singing.
Patrick, this is the pee song. Patrick, you must kill them all.
All right, pee demons.
If I gotta. All right, let's move on. Speaking of, this one's from ABC News, article by James Hill and Aaron Kartursky. A federal judge in New York has ordered a vast unsealing of court documents in early 2024 that will make public the names of scores of Jeffrey Epstein's associates. The documents are part of a settled civil lawsuit alleging Epstein's one-time paramour, Ghislaine Maxwell, facilitated the sexual abuse of Virginia Griff. Terms of the 2017 settlement are not disclosed. Maxwell is currently serving a 20-year prison sentence after she was convicted of sex trafficking and procuring girls for Epstein, who died by suicide in 2019 in a Manhattan jail while awaiting trial on sex trafficking charges. He allegedly committed suicide. Judge Loretta Preska set the release of the documents for January 1st, giving anyone who objects to their documents becoming public time to object, which is already an admission of guilt.
Yeah.
Her ruling, though, said that since some of the individuals have given media interviews, their names should not stay private. Agreed. The documents may not make clear why a certain individual became associated with Griff's lawsuit, but more than 150 people are expected to be identified in hundreds of files that may expose more about Epstein's sex trafficking of women and girls in New York and New Mexico, the U.S. Virgin Islands, and elsewhere. Some of the names may simply have been included in depositions, email, or legal documents. Some of the people have already been publicly associated with Epstein. Harvard law professor Alan Dershowitz is publicly named in the judge's order. Certain minor victims will remain redacted. Who do you think's going to be a show up on this? I mean, we already have like his little black book, which is like all of his associates. This might be more concentrated to like people that Virginia Griff saw.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say, like, yeah, will it be like the regular, like, would it just be further confirmation of the people we know who are on it that have not been prosecuted anyway publicly? Because I'm going to guess, like, yeah, of course, it's probably going to be more celebrities, politicians, like,
but maybe actual like accusations or like putting people in certain places at certain times now.
Yeah, because like especially if they're flying to Little St. James, because I think they said like, well, you don't know why they were on the plane or something like that, and you know you can't say for sure, but but I'm gonna guess if they are going to Little St. James. Like all of these people who are going there with him, like all of them are rich enough to have like a team of people to tell them no. Yeah. And like at least one person to bring up, hey, he was convicted a few years ago of like maybe you shouldn't hang out with them. Yeah, I mean a lot of the pictures that have been taken of him, the public ones of him with like Bill Gates, Donald Trump, like Bill Clinton, all of those were after his accusations. Right. And like him, and so there was like a clear...
Not accusations, after he was convicted.
Convicted, yeah.
I mean, they pled it way fucking down, but he was convicted.
Yeah, he was convicted, and so like they knew what they were going to him for, which honestly is insane. You know, like because I think but it also shows like the hubris of like a lot of these guys where they can openly associate with a convicted pedophile, and not think it'll ever come back to and go to the pedophile island and not think it will ever come back to them, hurt them in any way, shape, or form.
It's the Roman Polanski principle. Yeah, is like as long as your friend has powerful friends, you can support that person.
Yeah, and honestly, it's like that's the thing. Like
Danny Matterson.
Yeah,
recently.
Yeah, I mean But he became kind of like a person non grata among the fans. So that's why
he did, but like right before that, fucking Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher wrote a letter of support about him. You know, because they were like, well, he has powerful friends who probably have some compromise on them. Yeah. On them. And so, you know, like, I don't know.
Ashton was a pretty shitty dude. So he probably still is. So he probably had stuff. So yeah, they're probably worrying about that. So yeah, it's like, and yeah, that's the thing. Even if there is anything that comes from this, it's like, the people that it's like exposing are already too rich to ever suffer any consequences for their actions. Like, you're not going to be able to nail Bill Gates down on anything.
Oh no, definitely not Bill Gates. And Bill Gates, like, he has affected so much political control in so many places overseas that like he's a flight risk and he could disappear into Africa tomorrow.
And I heard people saying like, I mean, who's like, there's going to be a good chance that the Senate, or someone will stop like this judge's orders anyway from ever being released. It's just like there's a good chance like there will be like some government decree from the higher ups to even stop any names from ever being released, because it's like it'll expose, like it'll probably have like politicians we didn't even know were going there and other
who's on your bingo card for people named in this
that we don't already know.
No, just like,
because I mean, like we already know Donald,
that we don't.
Yeah, we already know Donald Trump was there.
Bill Gates, Prince Andrew, Chris Tucker.
I thought one of the ones that really shocked me was what's her face,
Stephen Hawking.
No,
girl.
Gina Davis, I think, was on there.
Yeah.
But who knows what's going on there?
Mm.
It's like that. That one was shocking. Like Chris Tucker, I can believe. It's like, but I mean, like, there's probably some people on there that don't want to be associated with, and we'll see. I'm hoping something comes of it, but chances are like there is no justice in this world.
It's almost kind of weird to me that like Epstein and R. Kelly were never close.
Yeah,
because they seem to have like a kind of a similar racket going.
Yeah, but I also think, R. Kelly was very public, and was publicly accused with it.
Yeah, and wrote the song "Age Ain't Nothing But a Number" for Aaliyah, who he married when she was 16.
I kind of feel like they to go into that there was probably some sort of test or something that to know that it was going to be like a closed circle, and they probably like you wouldn't say like. You wouldn't immediately think Chris Tucker.
Right.
You wouldn't.
Wait, Rush Hour? Him?
Yeah, the Rush Hour guy, the funny comedian from Fifth Element, and like, and so there's sort of like like something where they only choose like people who they know can be trusted.
You mean people who they know will like fuck kids?
Yeah, and also like that they can hold something above them, like it's like. R. Kelly, I think, had too many accusations already just on his own,
right,
and not going through the proper channels. So yeah,
so like, I guess he'd kind of be useless to them.
Yeah,
because you can't like control R. Kelly. No, if R. Kelly is already dealing with like his own shit.
Yeah, R. Kelly's
you can't blackmail R. Kelly.
Yeah, but you have Bill Clinton, you have Donald Trump, you have Bill Gates, all people that have something to lose.
Oh, yeah.
And so like Chris Tucker, Gina Davis, it's just like these people that are just like, oh yeah, they have like an image that they have to the public, and that it's like that goes down, they go down as well. So it's like a shared fate.
Let's hope so.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Let's hope they all share the same fate as Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah, killed by the government.
Yeah. Yep. That's the theory we're going with.
Yeah.
So that's pretty exciting. I'm looking forward to that release. Hopefully it actually does get released.
Yeah, same. Like, that'd be interesting. Like, but it's just like, but in our world where the evil are never brought to justice, I don't have much faith.
Nor do I.
And actually like following through, but we'll see.
Indeed. All right, let's move on here. So, next we got an article
Sorry.
It's all good. Overly broad terrorist watch list poses national security risks, Senate report says. This is from an article by Caitlin Yellick from CBS News. So, a growing terrorist watch list and numerous screening processes implemented after the 9/11 attacks to identify travelers who could be a threat are uncoordinated and too broad, a dynamic that pose risk to national security, according to a new Senate report. The 53-page report released Tuesday by Democrats on the Homeland Security and Governmental Affairs Committee said the watch list in nearly 24 screening processes can, quote, spread limited national security resources out broadly rather than effectively targeting changing threats. The procedure lacks oversight, and Americans have insufficient options if they are subject to wrongful screenings, unquote.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense because I think it's also part of, like, you know, what our nation's police officers have, or they have to justify their own existence.
Right, in a completely undemocratic process
yeah.
of self-appointed saviors and warriors.
Mm-hmm. So it's just like, you know, they could look, you know, clearly like, you know, a lot of these like protocols were put in place, you know, because of 9/11, a very unique situation that's like that
only happened once.
That hasn't been replicated again.
And everything that's been tried to like be replicated like that, like the shoe bomber, was not foiled by TSA.
No.
TSA hasn't foiled any terrorist plots that we know of. And if they did, we would know about it on the news immediately.
No.
TSA would love to justify their own existence. They would spend all of their marketing budget for the year on, hey, we caught a fucking terrorist.
Yeah.
But they never have.
No.
They never have.
They haven't like brought anyone out in cuffs, you know.
No.
Just like, guess what, we found one.
No, yeah, they've taken a fuck ton of toothpaste, water bottles, and small knives. They fucking love that shit. But
I'm flying with opera glasses tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like I got little opera glasses.
Okay.
You know those little tiny binoculars?
I do.
Like I got a pair of those so I can use when I go see the Slutcracker season. Like I'm gonna have opera glasses, and I'm like worried. I'm like Googling like, can I bring binoculars through TSA? Because it's just like,
wow, you're really paranoid, aren't you?
God, I one time had them pull out my juggling balls. And then just like, and they're like, what are these? Thinking that I was bringing bombs on the plane. I'm like, they're juggling balls. And they're like, juggle for us. And yeah, I juggled.
You did.
I did.
I mean, they just wanted to see you juggle, probably.
They did. I had a group of TSA agents surround me, and I juggled the juggling balls, and they were just like, yay! So I added some levity.
And they were just full of cocaine.
They were just full of cocaine, idiots! Yeah, suck my dick. I did a bunch of blow on the plane. No, like, but yeah, just, but yeah, like, you know, broadening like their search terms justifies like, yeah, of course we need X amount of people and X amount of resources to do these like. Screens, because, you know, because like if they were actually adhering to any sort of like narrowed guidelines of actual threats, like their scope and use would be very, very small.
Right.
And so it's just like how, you know, police numbers have to be highly elevated to justify police budgets, you know, just like these crime, you know, or, you know, like how, you know, we have to constantly live under this like threat of invisible crime and lawlessness.
Right. And now they fucking even like, you know, commodify TSA even more by doing shit like TSA pre-check and like line check or whatever. They've got like 4 or 5 different processes now that help you skip the security line a little bit.
Yeah.
And all of that money, a little cut of it is going to TSA.
Yeah.
Which is fucking wild that they just like were like, hey, we can like privatize like fucking, you know, originally what it was supposed to be was stopping terrorist threats. They're like, hey, we can privatize this and making stopping terrorist threats into part of a private industry for the people who we don't think are terrorists. Yeah. Which is like, what? So you did this just so you could bring in more private industry is what it's seeming like.
Well, at the end of like the quarter or whatever, they go to some meeting and they're just like, you know, we performed like this X amount of cavity searches, you know, and they'll be like, good work, you know, we found nothing.
Right,
it's just
right.
like, and, you know, but, you know, I'm sure it's like skewed in a way. Like they'll say like we removed like X amount of knives, and it's just like metal objects longer.
It was just butt plugs.
Yeah,
all of its
butt plugs.
All of them are remote control, teledildonics. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just like, you know, it's the corniest thing, but
I hope that the butt plug isn't corny. That's,
Oh yeah. You know,
you're not douching well enough if it's got corn on it.
No, thankfully mine's plastic or
Plastic. You got a plastic butt plug?
or not rubber. I don't know.
Rubber?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ! What are you putting in your ass? You gotta get silicone, metal, or
silicone,
glass.
Yeah,
Jesus
silicone.
Christ!
That's what it is.
What the fuck are you doing?
Like, but yeah, no metal butt plugs going through TSA. But like, but I mean, they'll search for whatever. Like, I'm bringing lots of goofy stuff through the airport tomorrow. Like
Lots of goofy stuff. Please explain.
Just like some gifts, like you know, and there's gifts. There's the opera glasses. There's a whole bunch of different like Star Trek related things.
Okay.
It looks like Homer when he's packing for a trip. Like he's bringing the invisible dog leash.
Right.
You know, so it's just like, I don't know. I'm already like getting ready to be cavity searched, basically. So I've got some poppers that I'm going to take to make the job a little easier. Right.
They're like, all right, you're good to go, sir. You're like, so no cavity search? They're like, why would we cavity search you? And we're like, in case I have a bomb in my asshole. They're
Are
like,
you saying you have a bomb in your asshole? Maybe.
All right, sir. Snaps on the gloves. Fine.
My pants are all like.
I have to do this now.
Yeah, that's
you have rip away pants.
No, we'll see what they say. Like I was surprised that one day when they were like really concerned about my juggling balls. That was really funny.
No, they just wanted to see your balls, baby.
They did, yeah, and they just wanted to see the balls. They're like, "What are these?"
See the balls, baby.
Yeah, like,
they just wanted a little show. They're fucking bored at work, man. The job fucking sucks.
It does.
That's like the worst fucking job. You're always going to be grouchy because you're only dealing with grouchy people who don't want you to be there and they don't want to be there.
No.
Like, they don't, like, it sucks to be in a job where people try to, like, diminish your existence for performing that job in the first place.
Yeah.
Like, a job that people think is unnecessary. And TSA is truly a mostly unnecessary job.
Yeah.
And so, like, I have respect for these people, but a lot of people don't have respect for them because, like, they don't have respect for the job.
No.
And a lot of people tie people's vocation to, like, their worth as a person.
And it's also just like this widely, you know, invasive procedure.
It is.
To get on the plane.
That is proven to be completely ineffective.
It could be completely ineffective, and so it's just like it added humiliation to going into a cramped space. You know, they're limiting the amount of space of arm space you have every single fucking year on those fucking things,
and leg space,
and
they're cramping you in tighter and tighter unless you buy like a premium package.
Yeah.
They're making seats bigger and bigger for like first class, business class people, and everyone else in the back. They don't give a fuck because you don't have their platinum credit card. They're not making real money off you.
No, and so like it's you know, it's almost to the point, you know, in like, you know, in movies when it shows like, you know, them flying to some other country and they're in the back with a bunch of chickens and stuff. That's basically where it's going to be. It's just it's just like it's like flying is just like a uncomfortable, humiliating experience all the way down. And I hate doing it all the time. I just want to be on a sleek and beautiful train.
You're not even allowed to jerk off in your seat.
Not even allowed
I paid for this fucking seat. It's my space.
Yeah, this is my space for this, you know, allotted amount of time.
Right?
But
I'm not going to get any cum anywhere. I've got a fucking sock, okay? I'm not some kind of barbarian, some animal.
Yeah, I am. Jesus. I'm not an animal. This cum is going to be caught into this. But yeah, it's just an awful experience all around. And it's just getting worse, you know. And so, of course, it's like, and we constantly just make, you know, constant concessions about what we're willing to put up with, and you know, and gotta be considered a terrorist, you know. I gotta get cavity searched.
Yeah, and it's such an invasive process because it's like a police checkpoint where they're assuming that you're drunk.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's so fucking fucked up. Like, and it's like they're giving a breathalyzer to everyone who comes through, like, and you know that's what it says is they're assuming you're a fucking terrorist.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks.
Fuck it. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I'll fully report on my experience tomorrow going on a Sun airline I've never even heard of called Sun.
Yeah, it's like a budget discount airline.
Yeah.
How much did you pay for your tickets, if you don't mind me asking?
Round trip $500.
That's still too much. You could have gotten cheaper on Alaska Air.
I probably could have. I like Alaska Air. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, always go Alaska Air. They've got great rates.
Yeah. Live and learn.
Yeah.
I know I flew Spirit one time, and that was like one of the worst experiences of my life.
That's what I've heard. I've never ridden one of these budget discount airlines.
Yeah.
No, I refuse to do it. I'm not. It's already an uncomfortable enough process. I'll pay an extra $25 for a ticket on a real airlines that I've been on before.
I know. Yeah. I mean, then really it comes out more. I mean, I just had to buy, overhead luggage.
Right.
I was just,
unless you're going there with a fucking a purse and nothing else. It's gonna end up costing you just as much, which is just with other fucking hidden fees stacked to your eyes.
Yep.
Sucks.
Absolutely. Yeah. So it's just like, oh yeah, I got to do this and go on this humiliating experience. But that's why I think I saw a post one time where someone's like, why does no one wear full 3-piece suits on planes anymore? I couldn't imagine.
Because it's not that comfortable.
It's not comfortable.
Yeah, and the thing is, modern suits are all heavily tapered and stuff.
Yeah,
they're not as baggy as suits used to be, and so they're not as comfortable to sit in for a long period of time.
Yeah,
and maybe that's a discussion to be had about suit design and practicality versus fashion and things like that. But I don't know, personally, if I'm going on a plane, I want to be in sweats because it's a fucking uncomfortable experience where you're packed in fucking 3 abreast with other people you've never met before often.
Yeah, you get very up close and personal with everyone on
that
plane.
I don't want people's fucking, dandruff and hair and shit on my suit and whatever. It's a plane's fucking dirty, man.
Yeah, you ever been on a plane and the dude next to you won't stop farting?
That's you, Patrick. You're the man farting.
Oh my God.
You were the man in the plane seat farting the entire time. The call's coming from inside the house. the fart's coming from inside yourself.
Yeah, but we'll see. I have to go. I have headphones. I'm going to be double masked, basically. COVID's making a resurgence.
You should double bag it too. Put 2 condoms on.
I'll put on 2 condoms, 2 diapers.
Yeah.
I'll be double diped up.
They do the scan on you, and they just see them, and they're like, "Sir, now you can go."
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be double diped. Yeah, double masked.
Double dipe, double mask, double condom, double bag.
Double condom, double bagged up.
Double sunglasses.
Double sunglasses.
Double butt plug.
Yeah, I'm
gonna shove one in and then force the other one in.
Rocket it out inside the diaper.
Be like, just fucking.
If I've got to get on this plane, I'm gonna be a menace to everyone. No, I'm gonna have headphones. I'm gonna download some books. I'm gonna just because apparently I just learned I didn't realize I have a 6-hour layover in Minneapolis.
What do you listen to audiobooks on?
I don't know. I haven't decided what audiobooks I want yet.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll see. All right. I also got a bunch of physical. Actually, the books you just came out. I don't think I could bring that on the plane.
You could bring one of them.
Yeah, bring one of them.
I mean, what are you going to read all 3 while you're there? Get the fuck out. You're not. It's going to take you a year to read one of them.
Yeah, I know. It's they're huge.
Yeah, that's your Christmas gift for the next 3 years. By the way.
Yeah, I'm gonna be reading them for a while. No, I got some William Gibson books I've been meaning to read.
Oh yeah,
and also,
what do you got?
I've been wanted to read a lot of the Ursula K. Le Guin books. I've been meaning to read The Lathe of Heaven forever.
Okay.
I'll bring that. It's a very short book. I can probably get it done in the first flight, and I'll have another book, and maybe I'll just gift that book to some random person in the airport.
What William Gibson you got?
I haven't read Neuromancer.
Neuromancer is his best.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I've been meaning to read that.
It's so good. Yeah. Definitely. I was going to recommend Neuromancer if you haven't.
Yeah, actually, I'll bring Lathe of Heaven and Neuromancer.
And then also, did he write "Flow My Tears"? The police ones.
That's Philip K. Dick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've read that one. Yeah,
that was great. Yeah.
Yeah, I've read that one. Yeah. Yeah, I like a lot of the Philip K. Dick stuff.
Yeah.
I got lots of books. I ended up also getting a lot of books for that Seattle like sci-fi book club, but but it's on the same day we record. I'm just like, fuck it, I'm just do recording.
Yeah, that's cool. We can always do recording another day too.
Yeah, it's fine now. It's like it's also a pain in the ass to get there. It's over in Greenwood.
That is a little bit of a pain in the ass given where you live.
Yeah.
That's like the other side of the city.
That is
like,
the other side of the city.
The only bigger pain in the ass would be like fucking Everett or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Mukilteo.
Yeah, I actually feel like Everett would be easier to get to than Greenwood sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah. Just because it's off of a highway, whereas like fucking Greenwood, you have to like drive through 2 neighborhoods to get there.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck that. Yeah, I was just like, I'm fine. But but I still have like a lot of the books I was supposed to read for that I haven't gotten to. So it'll be good. I'll put little bows on the books that I finish and hand them out.
Well, that's nice of you. Be like, Merry Christmas. And we'll be like,
I don't want to fucking read that.
Yeah.
Read it.
I can't read.
I can't read.
Yeah. All right. Let's finish on a positive note, I guess.
Oh boy, positives.
I don't know. It's something. So this one comes from CNN writer Christopher Lamb. Pope Francis authorizes blessings for same-sex couples.
Oh yeah.
So Pope Francis formally permitted Roman Catholic priests to bless same-sex couples on Monday in a significant shift in the church's approach to LGBTQ plus people. The blessings may be carried out providing they are not part of regular church rituals or liturgies, nor at the same time as a civil union, according to a Vatican document approved by the Pope.
Like, it's so funny how much this just comes down to just arbitrary. It feels like playing Dungeons and Dragons. Like, just playing these imaginary games with
imaginary fucking rules.
Yeah.
And now, the Pope is seeing at this moment in history that like people are leaving the church because the church is bullshit and has outdated daffy fucking ideas.
Well, you know what's funny is like, I mean, there's also that element, like my mother who left the Catholic Church because she said the Pope was a communist.
Cool.
And
I wish.
That'd
I know. Be sick.
That would be so fucking sick. And I'm sure like she's like fucking boiled about this, just like freaking out, like, it's like, and it really is just like, yeah, it's just like, okay, now your imaginary blessing is official. It's just like, it's like, okay, take that, if you're a gay Catholic, I'm sure that's like meaningful to you, but also I feel like they probably do it as a way of also just like indoctrinating, like getting people into Catholicism.
If you're a gay Catholic, I'm sure it means a lot to you, but if you're a gay Catholic, there's a lot of other things you really need to be addressing in your life and reconciling your beliefs with an organization that is historically not wanted but needed you dead.
Yes.
Needed you dead.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's daffy to me. It's like fucking, like black Republicans. It's like historically, do you know what like this party has done?
Yeah, but I guess now you can be blessed by the Catholic Church. So take what you will. But
I won't.
Yeah.
I don't want any of that shit because I don't believe in that fucking daffy ass God shit.
Yeah, I mean, who knows?
I can find meaning in my own life.
I'm sure there are like maybe progressive Catholics out there.
There are.
It's like, so
there's a lot of gay Catholics out there, straight up, and I don't understand it. I've got a gay Catholic friend. Mm-hmm. I think Sam's still Catholic. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, if religion is something that's very important to you, I can see this being like, a step forward.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like, but yeah, I just feel like if you're a believer in it, I feel like the blessings were always valid. Like, like getting blessed, if you actually believe it, like, it's just like, just like putting this qualifier on it where it's like, okay, well now gay people can. It's like, no, it's just like,
because a fucking an old white man said so.
Yeah, it's like, no, if you believe, if you have like this like a true faith where this is something you genuinely believe,
right? And if you believe in a God of love,
and you get something from it, and you go to mass and you get blessed and or whatever.
Go to confession, feel better,
and you feel better, and it's just like, okay, it was always doing the thing as written on the tin for you,
right?
So it's just like, and I feel like saying this is just like feels like Dungeons and Dragons rules.
It is.
Like, it's just like
that's the thing though. Is I have no disrespect for religion.
Yeah.
Because I believe everyone in a way has their own religion, has their own worldview that is shaped by certain elements of their life, their upbringing, and their deeply held, theological and philosophical beliefs. And I am fine with anybody using whatever symbology they need to do that.
Yeah.
The only problem I have with religion is when they tell other people how to live their lives.
Yeah.
If your religion tells you how to live your life, and that doesn't bother other people, and you don't tell anybody else to join your religion, fine. That's your own self-philosophy. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm totally cool with that.
Yeah, really like this also. Yeah, this does. Yeah, thinking about it now. Yeah, it does seem like it's more for like the homophobes that are in the Catholic Church.
Yeah.
Being like, okay, no, these people are valid. Like you can't use the church as a cudgel for your homophobia, even though traditionally the Catholic Church has been very homophobic,
incredibly homophobic.
So it's just like, but it's like, okay, maybe you like they're trying to like lessen the use of the cudgel because like, especially from like the trad cath thing that's been really like taking off on the internet, you know, like, and I know my brother's really going into the trad cath route, and it's hopefully like, you would hope like, this would be some sort of like wake up call that, okay, it's like you can't base your hatred of someone on this one thing about them,
right?
And just like and use it to justify just like like your bigotry, and maybe you should wake up and see like, if you truly believe in like everyone is bathed in the love of God,
I don't think it's that deep. I think Catholicism and the Catholic Church is just a capitalist organization.
Yeah, they are.
And this is a good marketing move.
Yes.
They are just doing what Pepsi did a couple years ago.
Yeah, they're just like they're. I'm sure like there's he goes into the room with all the cardinals and they're like, oh, blessed, and then there's like another room with like a whole bunch of like people with social media and stuff open and like ticker tape and like, all right, we gotta do the gay blessing.
Yep, we're losing souls over here.
We're losing souls. The soul market's down, and then like okay, god damn it, we'll roll it out. Yeah, just like how like. Hillary Clinton came out in support of gay marriage. Once it hit that sweet majority, of approval.
Right. Once Obama was pro gay marriage, Hillary's like, yeah, of course. I've always been pro gay marriage. When in the 90s she was not.
Yeah, just looking at that approval rating and watch it go tick up, and then go, I approve. Just like when it becomes like advantageous to them. Yeah,
it's all marketing.
It's all marketing.
It's all capitalism.
Yeah, but if it does something personally for you, more power to you. Like,
yeah, the Catholic Church is just a giant real estate empire.
Yes,
and
they are.
They have immense amount of real estate and land power, and they just want to maintain that. And the best way to do that,
and political power.
And the best way to do that is bring the most influential and political people to their side, and they're looking at the demographics. And they're like, okay, so who's more influential right now, gay people or trad caths?
Yeah.
Well, the gays have Lil Nas X, and trad caths have Matt Walsh.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Who do you think we're going to get more people to our side with?
They have the podcast Red Scare. it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Everyone loves Lil Nas X, It's
right. They're like, we have a choice. Is it Red Scare or Seeking Derangements? Like, those are our options.
Yeah, those are the options.
Yeah.
Everyone loves Seeking Derangements, so yeah, that's really like the bulk of it, and then it just pisses off the trad cast who are actually get anything from it. Like, it's like, the gay the Pope will do gay blessings now, and Nas X will just be like, okay, but then it'll send it'll make like
your fucking brother's gonna be he's furious about this.
He's punching drywall right now. He's like, what the fuck?
No, he's just got a punching bag and he's got Papa Francisco's fucking face on it, and he's just beating his knuckles bloody.
I wish I still had the Papa Francesco shirt he got.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Italy.
No. He has a piece of drywall with Papa Francisco's face on it that he's just beating.
He got me a Pope Francis shirt when he was in Italy.
I have a Pope Francis shirt.
Oh, nice.
And a Pope Francis lighter over there.
Oh,
Papa Francisco.
Papa Francisco.
Didn't we get the same shirt or something like that? Didn't that happen?
Probably.
I think that was the thing.
Yeah,
and
maybe.
we wore it the same day at Whole Foods one time.
I think so. Yeah,
it was a whole thing.
Yeah. We both had Papa Francesco shirts. Yeah, where mine. I don't even know what happened to mine. No.
Come rag. Hey, Papa Francesco.
He's been Pope for a while now.
Yeah, he's been Pope for 15 years, something like that.
Damn, that's crazy. Time flew.
Yeah.
I forgot. I totally forgot about Nazi Pope.
Yeah, did you ever watch that movie, The Three Popes? Because that's a pretty good movie.
No, I haven't. Check that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know what? 3 cheers for Catholicism. No, never. It's funny because I just rewatched that movie Spotlight. I think did I watch that on your server?
Might have.
Yeah, like
that movie.
I rewatched Spotlight because I was like,
who's in that? What's that movie?
It's
that's the one about the Catholic Church and the
Yes.
Boston newspaper. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I did see that. That's a good film.
That is a
film.
really good movie. Yeah, I got rewatch. I hadn't seen it in a while, and I was like, I'll rewatch it before I go to Boston. And just like
watch that in the town. That's all I need to know.
That's all I need. And I watched that, and just about like the Catholic sex scandal, and and I guess like they mentioned like a study where like a former priest saw that like. A lot of the problems that the church has with like the sex scandals that happen is like the oath of celibacy, because it's like it's not something that it's a complete. It flies.
It's a farce.
It's a farce. It flies in the face of
being human.
And so it's just like and so like what happens is like a lot of these these priests act out sexually in places where they can take advantage of people, or there's some that actually have adult relationships that they keep under wraps. But like a lot of them, prey on children because they're given that advantage. Yeah, just like they're just it's a iffy operation going on there.
Yeah. The kind of priests I like are Ethan Hawke from First Reformed.
Yeah, First Reformed.
We need more priests like that who plan eco-terrorism.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, we love eco-terrorism, don't we, folks?
Yeah, I love that. Yeah.
Now, I'm not telling you to do eco-terrorism. However, if you want to do eco-terrorism, and that'd be cool.
And watch First Reformed.
First Reformed is so good. Fucking, in my opinion, probably Paul Schrader's best film. And I've watched a lot of Paul Schrader recently. Too.
Yeah. Paul Schrader.
Fucking so good.
Yeah, he rocks.
Yeah.
Like, go see it. Like, and go to church if that's.
Don't shut up. Don't tell people to go to church.
Don't go to church.
This is a sacrilegious program.
It is.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
This is a program of Satan. As a person who is raised Catholic, don't be Catholic.
I went through the first confirmation, I think it's called.
Yeah. What name did you choose?
Huh?
You get to choose a new Catholic
I
name.
actually don't remember. I think it was just Patrick's because I think Patrick is one.
It is.
Yeah,
is.
so
that
like
sucks. You get to choose a new name and you chose your name. That's dumb as fuck.
I knew I wasn't going to like.
You could have gone with like Ezekiel or fucking like Paul Atreides.
I should have.
Paul.
Well, you have to pick a saint name or something.
Paul was a saint.
That's true.
And you could have been like, I want to go by Paul Atreides.
Yeah, my dad actually probably would have liked that because I only did it because my dad was just like he was really like into it because he converted to Catholicism and never got to do this. So like
that's the gayest thing I've ever heard.
It is the gayest thing.
Your dad is a fucking faggot.
Yeah, he was like, Patrick, this is a rite of passage for you. Like you're going to think back on this and be the most important point of your life. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
But he was really insistent. Like he got depressed when I told him I didn't want to, and then like I was like, fine, whatever, I'll spend. But that was a mistake because I had to spend every fucking Sunday going to classes, and then they had to do a sleepover at this camp one time.
God, that's so gay.
It was awful. Yeah, it was so bad, and Yeah, it's funny. Like one of the girls that was in that confirmation class is now like a witch grifter type person online.
Witch grifters are cool. I'm cool with them. Yeah,
but it's just funny like to see like the trajectory because it's like of everyone who went through that, and it's just like
in fact, I love witches. I don't think they're grifters.
Mm-hmm.
They're selling their fucking religious symbology and shit.
They're just more open about it. Than
and they're fucking having cool rocks and shit that you think does healing and whatever.
Yeah,
it's like so much fucking cooler than fucking believing that like 2,000+ year old words assembled by fucking the Nicene Council actually have meaning and fucking relevance to modern day life.
Yeah,
it's
all bullshit.
It is. So choose at least some fun bullshit.
I know when I had to do become like godfather for my brother's daughter, like I was like, oh yeah, I didn't know that there was like going to be a whole thing attached to it. Like I had to like take some online quiz.
Oh, gross.
Well, like I actually had to go to a church.
Oh, yuck.
To and attend classes, and I was like, not doing that, especially since like they actually only do it to members of the church.
I was gonna say, don't you have to be Catholic?
Yeah, you have to be like an actual registered member of that church. And
gross.
So like I think I called a church in Seattle like asking if I could do it because my brother was really into it. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll see if. And they're like, no, you have to actually be part of the church and go to these meetings. I'm like, pfft. So I found some online bullshit thing that gave you like a fake certificate.
Nice.
And it was like I think like $30. It was like it's just like whatever. So I filled that out. It was funny. I brought it to like I'd do a meeting with the priest, and I gave him that thing. And he looked at it and he was just like. He's asking me about like catechism and like and other religious questions. I was like,
yeah.
But yeah, I probably shouldn't have done it. I probably should have said no. But whatever. It's my brother.
You can always say no, especially to religious stuff you don't believe in.
Yeah.
It's always polite to just decline.
Yeah, I mean,
instead of like instead of like pretending like you're buying into it, I feel like that's rude.
Yeah, and really like what the Godfather does is like in charge in charge of like that child's religious upbringing if the parents die or something. Right. It's just like,
oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't be into that at all.
Yeah, I mean it's totally like, a bullshit title, but it's just like, whatever, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have no actual like cool powers of any kind.
Well, you can now make offers that you can refuse.
Yeah. I can say that if I want to. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Hopefully, or I can put oranges in my mouth and go like,
someone's gonna die in the next scene.
Yeah, and then like die of a heart attack and with an orange in my mouth, and that'll be fun.
I think that's a great place for us to leave it.
Well, I should watch that. I should watch Godfather series this Christmas. I haven't seen those movies in forever.
The third one's not great.
Yeah, I actually never seen the third one. I've only seen the first two.
It's fine. It's like if you watch all three of them in a row, the third one is such a disappointment. If you watch it on its own, it's fine.
Okay, yeah, maybe I'll catch that at some point.
Yeah. Yep, that's a great place for us to leave it. Thanks for hanging with us, Soyagers. What did we learn today? Let's recap our news. Fucking AI facial recognition is dog shit, doesn't fucking work, and it's racist.
Yep.
Take care of your penis.
Take care of your
Christmas.
Penis. Don't crack it.
Don't crack it in half. That's no good.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. We hope we learn a lot more from the Epstein files.
Yeah.
If they ever get released. Fuck the terrorist watch list.
Yeah.
Fuck TSA. But at least respect the people in TSA. They're working a dog shit, thankless job.
They are victims of the system as
well. They are. They're victims of both capitalism and a poorly run state.
Yeah.
And, you shouldn't take it out on them. Fucking Catholicism, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Fuck it.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Well, that's it from us.
All right. Well, see y'all later. Thanks for hanging with us, y'all.
I've been Comrade Brit.
And I'm Pat.
Podcast is Soy Trek. This has been Advice. Goodbye.
Bye.